Welcome back to the bell puzzle in Pillars of Eternity underneath the destroyed church in Gilded Vale. I thought I kind of worked it out last time from our note, but nothing happened when I tried the bells in that order. So I'm going to check it now to make sure. I still think that I'm right. I'm obviously missing something. So I still think it's right hand one first. She is the first god who speaks. Then we have Sargamis with his voice like the heat and force of a bright day's sun, and I still think that's middle. Then Modigan spoke like a songbird's final hymn, bidding farewell to the day's light. And I think that is the left one, because when I did this the first time round, I thought that seems correct. So spoke Modegund, but Eardnan warned him. So, is that by missing? There are actually four. Eardnan warned him, saying, "You've walked all these years into darkness and must now return. You'll find the path like treading fire. You must now return." Okay. So does that mean, this could be completely wrong, does that mean I did have the correct order, but I need to go back to the first bell? Okay, let's try this. So right, middle, left. Oh, is that right? Left? Right. A peculiar chime rings through the ruins. This didn't happen before. There's a quiet, melodic chime from all three bells before their discordant voices meet in one powerful, rising rush of sound. It seems to fill the whole of the temple, the driving flood of song that drowns all other thought. As the tolling fades, you hear a creak from the direction of the doors as the passage to the lower level swings open. Yay, we did it!
Certainly.
Hey. Being really happy about this and probably about to get attacked. Okay, it's dark down here. Right, let's go. We're expecting to find the bodies of the priests who were killed here. They're probably going to...
It's strange looking back. All the time I spent here growing up. Never seeing what was coming.
Aww. Yeah, we also have Adea in our party now, who used to be a worshipper at this... Oh, there's an enemy down there. Used to be a worshipper at this church, and then terrible things happened with a war that he didn't want to be involved in. And we've got these creepy shadow spirit things again. Yeah, okay, so this is definitely much better since I set up the AI as well.
Yes.
It's a bit far away, but let's go for it. Wow, okay, that was a lot. That was Kana, I think, with 37 pierce damage. Oh, there's another one. We might need to camp before we get any further into here. Yeah, okay. So, I have a feeling that we're probably going to end up fighting something that's a lot more difficult, and we need Durant to not be about to die before that happens. Ooh. Lots of searchable things. Really afraid that they could be traps.
Hmm?
You know what? He's going to
A
risk it.
simple test. That's settled.
And how about this one?
I'm much longer.
Not again. Okay. That wasn't so bad though. That trap didn't hurt him as much as the last one did. Okay, let's just explore off to the left before we... This looks like quite an important room. And this is a phantom. It's a bit different to the other ones that you've
I'm here.
fought so far. Doing it like this also gives me a lot more chance to read what's happening down here. Okay, what's this? It is not within our natures to forgive. Those who seek redemption seek a long and winding path, a road which takes us down into the very hollows of our soul and asks us to reflect upon the fractured aspects of ourselves. Okay, that was deep. I guess this was where somebody was preaching from. I thought that was really thought that was going to be something to click off, but it's didn't mean to close the door on us. Okay, let's go then. Let's go down the main hall. Hopefully to find the priest's bodies so we can return them for a proper burial. Oh, these are locked. Oh, that one's locked. This one's not locked. Maybe we can come back later. Okay, so this will be our first test of 3 relatively difficult enemies at the same time.
Lava will be on seek.
I'm no help here.
25%. Yay, there we go. Why do we have water again? Ooh. There's something to turn. Are we going to get rid of the water? So we can walk down here? Maybe? Yeah. I don't think it's completely gone, but I assume we can walk down there now.
I'm here.
Okay, let's go. Let's see what's down there. We can also go this way. Is that... might be the way we actually need to go, but... A lesser black ooze. It's the first time I've encountered this. It's immune to blinded, dazed, frightened, prone, and terrified. Okay, the ooze is near death, and it's done.
Fine.
I will also sort... Oh. Abandoned robe. Oh, a key. A gleaming silver key. This large silver key catches the light strangely, seeming to glow. Unless it's the key for this. Yes, unlock the gleaming silver key.
Crave thou
It can't be helpful if you just moved back a bit, since you're ranged. Oh, okay, it's dead already. What is that? I can talk to that. The light rises from the bones as you approach. You have a moment to register the faintest image of a standing figure, features a blur of mist or smoke, before the world tilts. Are these the priests that I came down here to find? It is as if you have stepped sideways and into a new life. You are racing down a flight of stairs, following a weaving circle of torchlight. Your own panting breaths are loud in your ears. Panic and your robes alike foul your steps, and you nearly stumble before a hand reaches out to grip your arm and steady you. A fellow acolyte who smiles encouragement as you reach the bottom. You run around and past the shallow reflection pool that marks the lowest point of the temple. That must be that room over there. Following the dark shapes of the older priests as they lead the way towards the narrow hall that leads to the vault. You pass one of the torchbearers as you go. The harsh illumination of the flames reveals a familiar face. For a moment, your awareness spans time and identity, and you think Wharton has joined you here at the bottom of the temple. In the memory, he glances at you for a moment, then looks past at someone else. Wharton was the one who gave us this quest to come and find the priest's bodies. Okay, he's a lot more involved in this than he let on. I'll come back once they're gone, he's saying. You're being pressed along by the crowd and his words are growing faint. Just keep quiet, we can't take any chances. Inside the vault, golden relics gleam like welcoming stars. Did Wharton never come back? The memory twists, jarring you loose from one moment and plunging you into another like a flung doll. There is only darkness around you now. You think yourself blinded until the knowledge settles onto you like a cloak. The candles have all burnt away. You know now, too, with a sick certainty, that nobody is coming. There is a cracking noise somewhere to your left, a wet, slurping gurgle and a ragged sob. You cannot see, and so you cannot know which brother or sister has fallen, and which digs after what water a body may provide. You hear in the faint murmuring to your right the familiar cadence of prayer, but you no longer recognize the words. Oh God. You are too tired to do harm. The thirst is like fire within you. Your tongue is thick in your throat, and every breath is a struggle that leeches strength from you. There is a light, they said, at the end of every bout of darkness, but this one does not end. The spirit releases you, and you come back to yourself, in pieces. Your vision clears, and the vault around you is revealed once more, cast in muted hues by the sickly illumination of the soul still drifting like fading fog. Fear wafts off the spirit in waves, fraying at your own emotions. Okay, so I can say, I'm sorry, I hope you find some peace in the next life. I can say nothing. I can say what's to be afraid of, you're already dead. We don't have the requirement for this one. Oh, this is for Weirton. We can say that he will pay for doing this, or I can say, get away from me, I've had enough of you. Okay, I'm going for the empathetic one. I'm sorry, I hope you find peace in the next life. The spirit seems to withdraw into itself. You sense less of its fear and confusion as it recedes, but the soul lingers still. I dare say is no matter how many times I see you staring off at nothing, it doesn't get less weird. Okay, so we told Weirton that we would come and get the remains so they could have a proper burial. So I can gather them or I can leave them here. And I think I should gather them. I'm now starting to doubt why Weirton wanted them, but I don't think we should leave them here in the horrible cell that they got trapped in either. You spend a few moments gathering up what you can find of the bones of the priests. It proves a heavy and gruesome burden, but you manage to recover them all. And I got 665 experience for that. So there was a staircase that we could have gone up over here. And I'm still going to go see what that is. It might just lead us back round to the top. Maybe. But we may as well explore everything. Okay. Those are two quite big things. Let's loot everyone. Ears again. Great. Okay, a statue. Slightly weird statue. What's that? Pilgrim's Lasting Vigil. Properties of Resolve +1 and of Perception +1. Okay.
Certainly. Yes?
So, I guess that seems pretty good. I think it's worth coming up here. Where are we? Yeah, okay, it did. So this must be like a secret way, I guess. As you step over the circle of candles, you hear a rattling clunk from the wall nearby. A door slides open with the grinding rasp of stone. Okay, so I guess this is a button. Why can we click on this? The candles flicker gently as you approach. There is a gap in the altar, lined with broken glass, where a mirror may once have been set into the wall.
The candles are still burning. Not bad for a dead god.
I can snuff a candle. What's all this for?
Redemption. They got this whole right for when you come of age. They take you by the hand and you descend through the temple with your eyes covered, and that's supposed to be like a wicked life. They don't tell you where you're going. I was sweating like crazy when I did mine. They take you to that reflecting pool back there, and you're allowed to look at it so you can face your sins. Then, you come out into this room, and they uncover your eyes again, and everyone's there to greet you, all your friends and family. It's like you've been redeemed. You light your candle, and it burns with the others. Never had a feeling better than that my whole life.
Aw, what idea. Adea, I mean. Adea's eyes linger on the candles, and he seems for a moment to be a younger man. I don't want to snuff a candle. That seems rude. Let's just leave.
I'm here.
Okay.
It was nice to see those candles still burning. I figured they'd have gone out by now.
So, okay, I need to go down here. And he's gone. He was here, I think. Oh no, they're here. I just couldn't see him because it was dark.
Hello!
Wharton smiles nervously as you approach. Think I've sorted out the worst of it. Arms hurting a little less. He hesitates. You were down there a while. Did you find anything? His eyes dart constantly about the ruins. Okay. You lied to me? Or just hand over the bundle of remains? Or something you're nervous about? Or you'll have to separate them out yourself. It's a bit of a mess. Or I did. Here they are, as you asked. You lied to me. What? Wharton grins uncertainly. I was clear about everything. The risk involved. Is that what you mean? I did say there'd be spiders. And I'll pay you, of course, for the trouble. You're very nervous for an honest man. Something weighing on your conscience, maybe? Wharton opens his mouth to protest, but something in your expression stops him. He swallows nervously and looks away. His voice, when he speaks, is small. How did you... Okay, we have a potentially dramatic option here. We can say, how could you betray them? They trusted you. Or, that place is full of shadows, spirits of those you killed. Or, you can attack him and say, you don't deserve to live another day. I'm going to say, how could you betray them? They trusted you. Wharton makes a strange, wounded noise. Betrayed. I was never one of them. Mad followers of the shattered god. If I could have chased them all out of town, Oh, Wharton, that's worse than what I thought. You don't understand. I tried to help them. I did. Every day. Every single day I went to that temple and I warned them. I told them that they were playing with fire and Raedric wouldn't be patient forever. And every time they'd shrug it off. Like I didn't know what I was talking about. Like it wasn't costing me coming in to try and help them. I could have been arrested right alongside them. Okay, we can ask what happened, or we can use intellect 13 to say you worked for Raedric. Or we can say, so you killed them because they wouldn't listen. You worked for Raedric. Wharton gives a bleak laugh. Yes, but not anymore. It's been a long time since I held a blade. He hesitates. I knew what was coming. It was our own damn stupidity that kept them in there. I couldn't understand. Every warning I gave, they ignored. The Rectrix, she said they'd be reborn anyhow, so it didn't matter. He grimaces. So she got what she wanted. Her martyrdom. Raedric ordered us to round them up and lock them in the cells. Wow, he's doing a lot of excuses here. I convinced them to hide at least. They have that vault full of old relics, gold and such. I thought they could hide in there, and once the guards left, they'd have something to sell for passage out of the Deerwood. Back to Aedir. Did he, though? I mean... But when I told the men that the priest had already gone, they ordered the temple sealed. I couldn't get in again. Wharton shakes his head. There was nothing I could do. Okay, so he kind of tried to help them to get out, but he did it in such a sneaky, cowardly way that it backfired. Adea's eyes are wide, disbelieving. Nothing you could do but tell someone, get the town together, organize a rescue. That's a good point. I'd have dug them out with my own hands if I'd known. They were some of the last decent folk left in this hole. Now all we got left is people like you. Okay, we can say you could have spoken up, told Raedric the truth. Why did you send me down there? Seems like those priests brought it on themselves. Or you abandoned them to save your own skin. Why did you send me down there? Because if Lord Raedric means to have the temple cleared, they would have found the bones eventually. They'd know I lied to them when I said the priest left, and I'd hang. Wharton's shoulders sag. I don't know if Raedric would have killed them. Maybe they'd be languishing in cells now. Maybe they'd be off somewhere in the Empire, and I'd have a night's peace. I told you the way of it, Wharton says, his voice rough. I told you what happened. Guess it's your turn now to make a decision. Okay, right, so it's not too late to make amends. If I ever see you in Gilded Vale again, you're a dead man. You're a coward, Wharton, but that's no crime. Give me my money and get out of my face. You can attack him, saying you've escaped justice for a long time, but not today. Or, I just want the money you promised. The rest is your own business. And he is a coward. That is definitely true. But he can at least try to make amends. It's not too late to make amends. Wharton lets out the breath he was holding. I'm not sure that's true. It's been years now. What am I supposed to do? Bury their bones. Try to lead a better life than you have so far. Yeah. Wharton looks at the remains. He runs a hand through his hair, letting out another ragged breath. I can do that. I can. I'll lay them to rest. Try and do right by them somehow, okay? And I give him the dead priest bones. Thank you truly for what you've done, giving me a second chance. I'll put it to good use. We better see him later doing really good things. May as well save the camping stuff because of an inn here. So I think I'll just go and pay for the inn if I can. I might try talking to this person again because the last time I did this, he had one of those spirit things. Yeah, so that did the same thing it did last. The last time I did this, I was just on my own. So this is different. I'm kind of glad that I came in the wrong room to begin with, though, because it meant that I met the dog. Okay, I would like a room. Okay, I currently have not enough money, but
Hail,
I do
traveler.
have stuff to sell, so actually I don't want that option first. I want to see what you have for sale. Alice opens his mouth but seems to reconsider. Nothing for me, thanks. Lasker says, of course, we're running a little short on goods these days, but we ought to have more soon. Does he just not want to buy from an inn? Is that what that's about? I like how the sort of loading screen actually changes depending on which room you pick. Okay, we are all rested and let's go. Let's try to kill Merwald. This went really badly last time. So, very much fingers crossed for this attempt. It has to be better. I've got everything set up now. All the AI things set up, that's going to help. And I know what to expect. So, not just going in there assuming that Merwald is going to be nice and have a chat with us, which is what I did last time. I wonder whether the spirits will have respawned. Does that happen in Pillars of Eternity? No, apparently not, because they would be here. Still going the same way around that we went last time because I don't want to actually trigger any other new enemies. We can come out here and explore afterwards, but so that means we should be able to go straight through. Let's just go as directly to Merwald as we can. Okay. Into Merwald. I assume that we are going to get the full dialogue options again. We already know that he seems to have kind of two people inside his head. Okay, so Adair now comes in with new dialogue. He's talking about two different wars fought back to back a long time ago. The Broken Stone War and the War of Black Trees. The usual conflicts between locals and settlers getting out of hand, both of them. Some folks are still mad about what one side did to the other.
Your
We
actions
get,
were seen.
The
You
angry
would sooner
Passmore.
betray us to the Adir land thieves than take orders from me.
You're confusing me with
Your
someone from a past
betrayal is
life.
for nothing.
Right, so that's the small flame blight. If I remember correctly, that wasn't actually that hard to get rid of. It was just him who was really difficult. Okay, let's
I'm here.
think about this a bit more than we did last time. My character and the antelope can both attack the small flame blight.
Aye?
He can use his ranged attack straight away. I think he'd do that anyway, but let's
What?
just make sure that he is doing that.
Lava.
Breathe.
Okay, flame blight is gone. Merwold is really tough.
Let's end this! Moe ixi ana!
Merwold is still barely injured. Okay, we're nearly there. Come on, please do not die, dear. Okay, give them some endurance again. Yay! Okay, he's dead. And I'm standing up again. There is a change in the air of the keep. What was thick and suffocating feels to you somehow more breathable, as though yielding to a conquering invader. Yay, that's neat. Merwold's body lies inert. You can feel his soul lingering there, uncertain. There is something unique about this soul in this place. A bond formed in decades of inhabitants and lordship that feels somehow palpable to you, as though even in death, the keep knows its former master, and the former master remembers his keep. I was granted Speaker to the Restless. In your mind's eye, the bond seems to you as a frayed rope, ghostly and alive, its frayed ends writhing like tide pool anemones, and you find that if you concentrate on it, you have the ability to manipulate its strands. Oh, okay. That was unexpected. So I can either repair the rope, binding Merwold's soul here as an eternal warden, sever the rope, allowing Merwold to pass from the world, or draw upon the energy of the rope itself, siphoning knowledge from the connection. I think I'm just going to sever it and let him free, because he was really damaged. Strand by strand, the connections fly apart like the overstressed strings of some ethereal instrument. With the tearing of the final string, the rope becomes liquid and dissolves from your awareness. Merwold's soul hovers near you, a vortex of strife and discord, but there is something else there beneath it, something like relief. His soul passes through one of the walls and is gone. Okay, that's nice. So he's relieved that he's been set free. And now I'm going to leave him. It's exciting. I hope I get to
No
keep
sense
it.
listening to that old bam part.
Damned Virago, not now!
Virago? Oh, that's the other person who Aloth has in his head. I was hoping that by bringing him along we get to discover the secret of why he seems to have a Scottish voice sometimes.
I felt Merwold's passing. You slew him.
Several of him. He gave me no choice.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Merwold's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
Merwold said that I must go to the City of Defiance in search of the Queen. I've always wanted my own keep, even if it is a little cursed. What do I want with a ruin? We should probably say this first one. But I kind of want to say the second one. Second one. You feel the same emanation of warmth and energy in the air. Then it is yours, my lady. I cannot begin to tell you how glad, that is, how good it is to know that the keep is in capable hands once again. Yay! I suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there has been a complication of a kind. The Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Merwold never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before he became preoccupied. Okay. I could make arrangements to have it repaired, if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what am I but the master's instrument? It would take time, but far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. Okay. How do I repair the barbican? What does being the master of Caed Nua entail? Or what did you mean when you said this keep was cursed? We definitely want to repair that, but I also want to know what being master of this entails. While there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining a keep, the extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we've been given instruction. If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct next, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to finish, but each will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Oh, that's intriguing too. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep security in turn, these will become less of a concern. Okay, I guess that would have been the bonus of keeping Merwold tethered to the keep, because he would have acted as a kind of deterrent for people. Although maybe he would have stopped some people from coming here as well. Some people who are good. I guess that's possible. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then there are other things. Okay. Was there anything else? What do you mean by the risks? Merwold's curse was his own, a watcher's curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather, far beneath it. At least such has been the conclusion drawn by all who've come to this place, for what spirits still linger in the endless paths oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed. From the time of our Idaean colonists onward, beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below, this master, does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen from time to time intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is the force which has kept Caed Nua a barren ruin and robbed me of my hopes. Okay, this is definitely going to be something we have to do. Kana says the endless paths. That, my friend, is where I must go, where we must go if you will go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath. Think too what knowledge we will find. Perhaps this master speaks Idaean. What are the endless paths? The endless paths of Old Nua. That is the name given to the labyrinth beneath the keep. The Earl, we were warned by the Glenfarthans that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins are built, it is said, by a powerful Engwithan named Odd Nua, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels in with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnels stretch, and few who have ventured there have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasure. The promise of Engwithan relics alone has drawn many fortune seekers to their deaths, I fear. But who is this master below? I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the endless paths, the Engwithan tyrant Odd Nua. Some claim his spirit endures, or at least has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine much remains of his work, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more. But what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. You may have seen while below the hand of the great statue Odd Nua constructed. Perhaps it is a statue of Odd Nua himself. Okay, but am I not the master? Of course you are. The keep would have no other. But the endless paths are a different thing entirely. It's unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. Okay, so let's ask, how do I repair the barbican? Merwold set aside materials for the barbican, and they are still available to you. In the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we'll need coin for supplies and labour. Okay, that's fine, I'll definitely do that. Time to find this queen in the City of Defiance. You must know this queen you're looking for. The Defiance Bay has no queen. What? The Reckmans of Aedir haven't reigned here since the war. The only queen with any power there is Wodica. I'm told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. That's got to be what he meant. So 590 experience. And if you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You need to only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Merwald kept a ledger as it happens, and I've taken the liberty of updating it. You can take a look if you wish. Yes, I want to do that. Then we'll get underway at once. The steward's voice belies a giddy excitement. Know, my lord, that this is but the first and last of a great many undertakings. Oh, the first and least, sorry, of a great many undertakings. The keep supported a great many buildings and servants for many years. If you should wish it, we can repair some of the outlying structures, and these will bring you wealth and recognition, drawing people to your service. Rebuilding the defences will keep your grounds from becoming overrun, as they did under Merwald's keeping. Okay, that sounds really good. So it's not just this building that's mine now, it's all of the surroundings within the walls as well. So we saw all of those kind of abandoned cottages outside that I couldn't get into, and I guess that's because we can repair them. You need not choose all at once. I am pledged to your aid, and so long as you are master here, we shall always be linked. You need not step upon these grounds to speak with me. Wherever your travels may take you, you can make your will known to me, if you but reach out. Okay, great. So we also don't have to keep coming back here for the repairs. We can do it from the menu. Oh, but first, of course, the Barbican. Okay, let's also be nosy at what else we can do. So I'll obviously do that. We can do the Western Barbican, which bars the passage of invaders. Bright Hollow restoration. That reminds me of Fable. That's 500 copper pieces. We can upgrade the main keep, the bailey, towers, the walls. Oh, the library. Barracks, the dungeons. Merchant stalls, craft hall, curio shop. This is getting really expensive, but a botanical garden and a hedge maze. Okay, we are definitely doing all of this stuff. This place is going to be perfect by the time we're finished. Right, purchase Eastern Barbican. We can also restore Bright Hollow restoration. Restore Bright Hollow, sorry, to rest there. Okay, it might be ill-advised to spend all of my money on this, but I kind of want to. I kind of just want to put most of our money into this. Let's do it. That will be finished in 2 days. Perfect. Okay. We've basically just read that anyway, so let's get rid of that. And now we should be able to go to the temple. The same box. Okay, events occur at the stronghold as time elapses. The higher your stronghold's prestige, the more positive the events tend to be. However, a high security is also important as it can help prevent theft and kidnappings. Adventures are opportunities for your companions and adventurers to earn experience while they aren't in the party. Oh, that's cool. Visitors can affect security and prestige of the stronghold while they're present. Some events even offer rare items for sale during limited periods of time. This is really cool. This is a big improvement. Exciting. Okay, I think we can probably come back to this later. I should camp. It would be really useful if we had Bright Hollow to rest in right now. But we have to wait 2 days for that. And we'll just camp outside the door of our new keep. Okay, that doesn't mean that we're travelling at night time, but never mind. Oh, there's Bright Hollow, ready to be restored. Let's go look at that really quickly.
Bit to slick your breeches, scholar lad.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Here's Bright Hollow. That can't be finished. No. Okay, so I can't actually rest here yet. This is just... I can see that it's here to be restored. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings here to restore, and I guess the gardens and the hedge maze are over here. Yeah, okay. We definitely need to build up money there so that we can make this place more homely. And I guess next time we're going to go and find the Queen while we also try to make more money. I'll do more side quests and things as well, so that we can try to get a bit more a bit more coin. There was the bear to fight in the same place where we found Durance. I might go back maybe to do that next time as well. We'll see how it's going. We'll see how chaotic it gets on our journey to find the queen. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.